Okay, panels in, everything's done. Thought we were onto the scenery, but I've now decided that this arrangement of lights is a little bit too close, and I would be better off having the lights showing the actual runs in, because this has all got a little bit tight now. They're all working really nicely, so I've been really pleased, but they all just look a little bit close. So unfortunately the plan isn't brilliant, and what I really want to do is to bring some of these lights to the ends and just lose this bulk of lights that's all at the same place together in the middle. So again, comes down to planning, a little bit of a mistake in the planning, but we'll have to see what we can do. Okay, so an evening's work, and I think that's looking a lot better. Certainly the lights are spread out a little bit more, and they all work quite nicely with the switches, which is good. And you can quite easily see now where the train is actually going to wind up. So I'm moving from this track to this track very quickly and easily, rather than having the bunch of lights in the middle. One of the only issues that I've got is I'm using the Pico capacitor discharge unit, and I've got it hooked up to 2 points. Now if you're not going to throw the switch for a while, then it's absolutely fine. You see these two lights are changing. Now I've got 2 lights wired up to one of the switches underneath the baseboard, and I've got 2 lights wired up to the other point. The reason that I've done that is, if you see on this line here, if I just flick this back, I've actually got 2 lights for that particular line, and that's telling me that both of the points have thrown. So if one of the points fails, I'll only get one of the lights coming up. But in testing, throwing these switches, just the singles, was quite okay, but when I got to throwing the double, very often I would find that I've got a problem with the lights. You can see here that the lights are starting to behave a little bit erratically once that point motor is thrown quickly. If you just leave it for a moment, I've got the 2 here, leave it for a moment for the CDU to charge up, and again that then works absolutely fine. So as long as you're not throwing lots of points all the time, this setup seems to be really good, and I'm really pleased with the panel. I've still got a few spare switches which are going to be for the signals. That'll be for another time, but I've got my red levers for the siding area, and I've got my black levers for the main part of the layout, and yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. Like I said, it was an evening to move these lights and get them spread out a little bit more. It did involve taking the whole of the panel apart and rebuilding it behind, but I'm a lot happier with that. So the next stage will be the other failure, which is to move the track over the back, and I'll be doing that over the next couple of evenings, and we'll do another video once that's finished. Anyway, thanks very much. Catch you later. Bye.